This is the way it looks from Live Copter 3. We're not too far from Rancho Seco, heading to the east toward Amador County and well up in the high Sierra. There are a few clouds there, but nothing in the way of rain or thunderstorms today. Just a beautiful part of the country there in western Amador County that we're approaching. Right now we have 95 degrees in Sacramento at Executive Airport, but look at the wind. It's out of the northwest. That's not the Delta breeze, and it's only 3 miles an hour, so no Delta breeze this evening. And with that, it is going to be a very warm evening. At 6 o'clock, we're still in the mid-90s, and even after the sun goes down, we're around 90 degrees. By midnight, we're in the upper 70s. So one of those nights, the whole house fan isn't going to do a whole lot to help to keep the house cool, and temperatures are much warmer than yesterday. We're up 11 in Fairfield, we're up 9 in Yuba City. So you can feel it out there today. We're not at or above 100 degrees, but it's still warmer than it has been the last couple of days. The key is, of course, the wind. As I mentioned, we've had a light north wind throughout the day, but the biggest thing is we have not had the onshore breeze, and we will not have that around tonight. Skies will stay clear throughout the area tonight and again during the day tomorrow. So the big key to changing the weather for the day tomorrow or the next couple of days will be the wind. So let's take a look at that. This is first thing tomorrow morning. We'll have a light onshore breeze. We'll still might have a light north wind north of Highway 20 around Marysville up toward Chico, but the rest of the area will just wake up to a sunny, warm morning with light winds. Then through the middle of the afternoon, look at that onshore breeze begin to come up, even getting north of Highway 20 and getting into Butte County. And while it'll take a little while to have a lot of cool air on that breeze will pick up into the evening, eventually transporting cooler air in. So tomorrow's one of those days we get into the mid to upper 90s, but then the evening will cool off a lot faster than what we'll see tonight, and then we'll keep a fair amount of that breeze around during the day on Friday. Friday will still be a warm day, but today and tomorrow, the warmest days we're going to see for a little bit anyway. In the Sierra, here's what that means. Sunshine with a high near 90 in Quincy. Truckee, mid-70s, about the same thing in Tahoe, Pollock Pines, upper 80s to maybe as high as 90. In the foothills, we will stay clear tonight with overnight lows in the mid-60s. Some of the warmer spots, maybe the upper 60s by the afternoon. Jackson will see a high of 95, 94 degrees. In Auburn, along the coast, there may be a little bit of the marine layer, but not much in San Francisco. So with that, San Francisco goes to 75. Napa will make the upper 80s. And for the valley, we will have a very warm night tonight. Lows will drop into the mid-60s. Highs tomorrow mid and upper 90s, like 98 in Stockton, 96 in Manteca, and around the Sacramento area. Temperatures will also be in the range of mid to upper 90s. Not that far from today, but again, the change happens tomorrow night when the Delta breeze comes back. That'll make for a slightly cooler day Friday, certainly a cooler morning. The weekend, warm, but not too hot. As we get into the middle of next week, we may see temperatures bubble up to around 100 degrees. Next Wednesday, I think that's the last day of August.
So we may go out with a bang like we did in June.
Exactly. Wait until the last day of June to have 100. Yeah. So, yeah, we may do that, but we'll see. I mean, that's day 7. Things can change on day 7.
Yes, they can.